And welcome to the show, folks.
Well, welcome back. It is episode 14 of the pod. Can you
Yeah,
believe it's been so long already?
yeah. Since our last episode, see what's happened in the world.
Hmm.
I think Iran was gooning or something to Israel, and then Israel was like, "No, you can't. You have to edge.
Uh,
No gooning. No gooning. You can't edge to us. It has to be gooning." Or the other way around. Whatever. I already f- this bit up. But no, Iran, they've been gooning too much, and
hmm.
I'm really not having it. I'm not like Islamophobic or
Yeah.
anything, or pro-Israel, but I mean the gooning on Iran's side really has to stop.
I might cut this little part out, honestly.
No, dude, this is fine.
It's a wee bit political. And
No,
you
it's
know how
not.
some people are about
No, fuck them,
political
fuck them,
labels.
fuck them. No, keep it in, keep it in. It'll be fine. All I'm saying is Iran was gooning to Israel.
Yeah, I mean,
That's all I said. It's fine.
I guess it would be a joke, but it's also another one of those ignorance things after a while.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, I know Iran wasn't the entirety of the country of Iran wasn't fucking to Israel. I mean, that seems pretty obvious to me. It'd be crazy if they were.
Hmm.
Now, that would be something else.
I,
However, I know that they're not. I
I
think it's
just,
fine.
I just know that in other news, uh, there was the whole Taylor Swift album coming out last night slash today, and I listened to about half of it somehow.
That's
I don't even remember
that is much
a
more than I
true
listen
reason,
to.
but I did listen to about half of it, and it's not my favorite kind of genre of boy make me sad so I must sing song. You know,
Yeah, you
it's not a good genre
Yeah,
after
you
a
like
while.
King Diamond. Like you like King Diamond songs where
Mm.
King Diamond's talking about like Grandma is covered in spiders and she's dead. Ah! And then he like does the low ones and he's like, Grandma's got spiders in her. Yeah, like that kind of stuff. That's kind of shit you like.
I'm gonna quickly try to relate to that with I miss Filthy Frank and Pink Guy songs.
Oh yeah, dude. I
Whenever
was
he did
actually
those were freaking awesome, dude.
yeah. Every now and then I will throw on what was that? Top Ramen. That's what it
Mm.
is. Where he's talking about what are the lyrics? Oh yeah, I still it while I'm eating top ramen at a faster rate and a greater quantity. It counts as rape or something like that. Like that's like honestly the lyricism for like some of the Pink Guy stuff is like good.
Yeah,
And there's the song
there's Shut the Blank Up where he just gets
yeah
mad at somebody in a joking
yeah
manner.
I'm thinking of I think it's just called Pink Life or something like that off of
Mm.
the second album Pink Season. That goes hard as like an actual like rap track like that actually unironically goes hard. Like I will play it for people and they'll be like, "Yo, who is this?" And I'll be like, "Filthy Frank, Pink Guy." And they'll be like, "Nuh-uh." And I'll be like, "Yeah, dude, look." I'll show them the album cover.
I still
But
can't believe that Joe G slash Filthy Frank has made the first thing that I learned about him was Harlem Shake. He made Harlem Shake,
yeah,
and I
he's
thought
had
that was
a
crazy.
he's had a really insane effect on like mainstream culture and he's been doing that for like a long time. A lot of people that listen to him now don't even realize that.
Hmm.
Um but now I my dream is to like get together with a girl who is a Joji fan and doesn't know about the Filthy Frank, and then just have somebody to just gush about Filthy Frank too, and
I
show her all the videos.
I know Twitter was trying to cancel Joe G for Filthy Frank stuff, and they were like, "How do you not know about his
How long?
past, you idiot.
Yeah, how long after the fact were they trying to do that?
It was like 6 years after he quit being Filthy Frank or
Yeah,
something like
that's
that.
that's what I thought. Like, like I don't know. It feels like because it's not necessarily like he's trying to hide any of those videos. He keeps them out there for whoever wants to watch them for good old time's sake.
And now he has Plum Corp. And Plum Corp is already super big, which is
Yeah, and that
very
shit's
funny.
funny. That shit's
Dracula
hella funny.
Flow fixed his whole like perception of the internet, I
Yeah,
think.
they did like a they did some kind of Breaking Bad thing on there with the Flow guy, and the only line I really remember from it is, "I'm gonna pre." I always think about that shit whenever something's going right for me.
I think about whenever I hear the phrase "I'm gonna pre," I think of Game Grumps, Danny Sexbang, talking about a bunch of
Oh
shit,
yeah,
and then he goes, "I'm gonna fucking pre. I'm gonna pre right
forgot he'd
here,
do
right
that.
now. I'm gonna fucking pre." It's crazy how
Oh,
how that
I
works
know,
out.
I know a current event we can talk about that's pretty fine.
Yeah.
So I walked into the house, I think it was yesterday. My mom was smoking that Fox News pack,
Hell yeah.
and she was like, "Did you hear about this one?" And I was like, "Did I hear about what one?" And she's like, "Joe Biden got up on stage at a campaign event, and he said that his uncle crashed a plane in World War II
Shit.
and got eaten by cannibals."
Oh, my
I'm
goodness.
like, well, and I was like, okay, that's kind of crazy. I was like, depending on the theater, his uncle may very well have gotten eaten by cannibals.
Yeah.
Um, and I guess like Joe, I guess his uncle or
What
whatever,
would it be World
fucking.
War II for his grandpa if he's like 80? I think that would be his like
Well,
World
it's
War
his
One
uncle.
maybe.
I may have misspoke, but it's his uncle that
Mm,
he's alleging was cannibalized
okay.
in World War II. But
Interesting.
no, so I asked my mom what theater of war, and she was like, it was the Pacific Theater. And I guess Joe had mentioned that it was over New Guinea or something
Mm.
like that. And I was I was just surprised he didn't go up there in his dementia-ridden state and was like, "Yeah, my uncle, he got eaten by the fucking Japs during World War II. That's why you should vote for me." I'm surprised the word Japs like never fucking came up
I'm surprised
during that
he
speech.
I'm surprised he didn't go up there and go, my uncle, my dad's brother, my mom's brother maybe.
My grandfather's
Uh,
son.
um, he was eaten by guinea pigs not too long ago.
He crashed on the island of New Guinea Pig and they made a fucking meal out of his ass.
All he
Um,
heard for hours on end were sheepy 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 as they started biting into him and tearing him apart,
yeah,
tearing him into shreds.
those fucking dirty Jap guinea pigs ate my uncle alive.
The image of that is ridiculous. I don't think
This
I've
dude,
ever thought of like a small guinea pig, like a big old gaggle of them devouring somebody. That's an awesome image, honestly.
yeah, like he's tied like that. He's tied by all of his like his wrists and his ankles, like he's gonna
Mm.
be pulled apart by horses in medieval times. But he's just getting devoured alive by the guinea
Oh
pigs.
no.
But
Oh
is that
man.
not like the craziest flex you've ever heard? Like Joe Biden fucking walks his way up on stage and he's like, "Yeah, my fucking uncle got cannibalized by Japanese people. What about you? What about you,
Damn.
bitch? What the fuck did your fucking uncle do? Oh, he worked at a corporation till he retired.
What
Well,
a nerd.
my uncle got eaten by Japanese people, so I think one's a little cooler than the other here, buddy."
Well, the thing about Biden is that he is mentally not well ever. So he probably mixed that with like some other person's story about their uncle or grandpa, and he
Well,
just
no,
took it as his. That's what Hulk Hogan does, by the way.
No, so like the reality of the situation is Joe Biden did have an uncle.
Mm.
Said uncle did fly planes in World War II. Said uncle did crash in World War II, but it was not over New Guinea. He crashed in the middle of the ocean and sunk to the very bottom,
Mm.
essentially becoming fish food.
Oh my.
So, yeah, no, that's what happened to him. Because you can look up, uh, like there's a way you can research like death records or
Yeah.
something like that for like World War II soldiers. God damn, that was disgusting to do into the mic, but
Oh
um
man.
no, you can like look that shit up, and like people did look up the cause of death for fucking
Joe Biden's
Joe.
uncle,
Yeah, the
relative,
Joe.
whoever.
Yeah, Joe Biden's uncle. They looked that up in the database. They looked up Joe Biden's uncle,
Mm.
and they're like, yeah, he's chilling. He's chilling in the
He
fucking twilight zone of the ocean right
he's
now.
devoured just like Amelia Earnhardt. I guess a bunch of crabs ate her
Yeah,
whenever
yeah,
she
he had
crashed her
crabs, and
plane.
the crabs ate him alive.
Yeah. Speaking about Hulk Hogan, because I did mention it, he is a non-stop liar. So
Hmm.
it's funny that I have a autobiographical book about him.
Is it about specifically his lies?
It's about his life in general, but um, he talks about how Vince McMahon, who is an awful man, his dad was peeing in a urinal and it was just pure red blood coming out of his dick, and that's how Hulk Hogan learned that that guy had cancer.
Holy shit, dude! What the fuck?
Yeah, and I was like, why is this in the book?
Yeah,
Why
I
is
was.
this
You were
in a
explaining it.
biography?
The first thing that comes to my mind is how the fuck did this make it past the editors? Nobody was like, Hulk, this
Oh
is like,
God.
it's about your life story, dude. Are you sure you want to talk about Vince McMahon's dad pissing blood? And second of all,
Oh
why were you
man.
looking? Why were you looking?
Yeah, why were you looking? Are you a bit on the swinging side? What's
Yeah,
going on,
are you hanging
Mr.
out
Hogan?
across the street? Is that what's going on?
And this was before the Gawker thing, where they found a recording of him saying naughty, naughty, bad words that we
You
can't
say the
say.
N-word?
He did,
Fuck, dude. How that's so cool.
and
I'm just kidding.
since it was before, um, it's interesting to read up on how much shit he lies about. He said he picked up Andre the Giant when he was like 540 pounds or something and slammed him. And then Andre the Giant died like the next day.
That's such a crazy thing to lie about.
And it doesn't even make sense because at WrestleMania 3, when he did slam Andre, one of the like
Yeah, I
dozens of
was
times,
I was gonna
uh,
say, like, didn't somebody actually do that to Andre the Giant?
yeah, like Hogan slammed him at WrestleMania 3, and Andre was only like 360. So there's that, and then Andre the Giant didn't die right after. He didn't die for like another 10 years. So, bro is just a liar on that shit.
So wait, so did he like phrase it like, yeah, and after that, yeah, brother, and
Brother,
after
brother.
that,
Yeah,
my
brother.
friend Andre, he died forever after I did that
he went
fucking
into the
slam on
forever
him.
sky. He never came back, brother, brother,
Wasn't
brother.
what was Andre the Giant? Was he like Greek or something like
I
that?
think he might have been. But he was really
Yeah,
cool when he
I
was
sent his
around.
ass to Mount Olympus. He's still up there to this day. It was a sad, sad time when I personally, nobody, this was off record. I wasn't supposed to do this, but I slammed his head through a wall and killed Andre the Giant.
There's a different lie he told where he said he wrestled 400 days in a year because he traveled between Japan and the United States so much,
Well,
which
yeah, he
is
would have had to go
literally
past the.
impossible, by the way.
Well, no, he would have had to go past the international date line. So technically,
Yeah, honestly, it might count.
Like if you're
Uh,
adding like,
Maybe.
because I think if you go past the international date line towards Japan from America,
Yeah.
you're a day behind or something like that. So I mean, technically, I don't know. I'd need somebody smarter than me to do the math on that, but he might not be capping. He
No.
might have technically had 400 days of wrestling in the year if he's doing repeat days, you know.
Yeah, maybe. I just know, as a fun little tidbit. Uh, oh shoot, I lost it for a second. Oh shoot.
Dropped your pocket.
Oh, uh, in the 90s, there was a steroid trial. And everybody was like, wrestlers do steroids, and that makes them more dangerous in the ring, and we gotta stop permitting them to use
And the
steroids to look
wrestlers were like,
big.
yeah, yeah, fucking steroids rule. It's
What's
your
funny is
problem,
that
bitch.
Hogan was on the stand, and you can tell he's just roided. He has 56-inch, like, wide arms and shit. And they're like, sir, are you natural? And he was like, yeah, I'm natural, brother. I'm always natural, brother.
Was
And
this what I want to look up what he looked like. Is there like what
there's
do I
probably
look up?
images about it all over. Just put down like Hulk Hogan steroid trial, uh,
Okay.
and that might pop up.
Any,
But
anyhow.
literally the next year, or maybe even the year after that, he left the WWF, and he was like half the size he was in '91. And people are like, bro was obviously roided out.
Yeah, he
Like,
had to
he
be.
straight up just lied in court
Well, it's Hulk
and
fucking Hogan of
disappeared.
all people. If any of them are going to be doing shit, it's going to be Hulk, the Hulkster himself.
Yeah, it's
I
the
am looking
goofiest
at
shit.
some like late 80s, early 90s picture of Hogan. Yeah, I'm looking at like his lats are like
Yeah,
fucking massive, way too big for like the rest of his physique. Um, I mean, this guy, yeah, he was fucking hitting that shit hard. Oh, here's one perfect. He's like swollen and shit. You can see like the musculature perfectly under his skin.
yeah,
That's like a telltale sign of steroids. Holy shit.
yeah. He was a junkhead. I think he still is, but not as bad.
Wasn't he a big coke guy? Like he
Uh,
was like slamming lines of coke all the
I
time.
know a ton of guys in WCW were for a while. Like right
Damn, dude.
before Bash at the Beach, there's a video backstage of like 6 or 7 guys snorting coke and just being crazy for like
Dude, that
7 minutes.
that had to be a fucking bad hang doing coke with those
Yeah,
guys, dude.
yeah,
Like you just have a bunch of guys, they're on fucking steroids, they're all massive. You get to talking because of the cocaine.
yeah,
And then when you run out, it starts to wear off and people start getting a little fucking froggy.
yeah.
Next thing you know, you have all these psychos just playing fucking meat bumper cars with each other in a fucking green room.
I I found it funny in a way because there's like managers and stuff in that video, and they're
A
just
Vince McManager, you might say.
yeah, there's managers in the backstage area like just watching them do cocaine, and they don't care. I'm like, what are you doing?
That's
Your
funny,
job
dude.
is to help these guys
They're
not do these
chaperoning them.
things. Yeah. And they just didn't care.
Dude, that's gotta. I bet being a manager for those guys was like the best. It was like, yeah, he's a grown man. He can take care of himself.
Yeah, yeah,
Meanwhile, they're
he's
like
fine.
drunk driving. They're doing Vicodin pills
Oh, we
constantly.
we did talk about the Von Erichs before.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
guy had such a bad drug issue, I believe he overdosed.
Hmm.
In that family, I think it was the Kerry Von Erich. I believe it was that guy. Right after he lost a part of his leg, he OD'd in Japan and died.
Damn, that
And
fucking
yeah,
sucks, dude.
and he wrestled with a fake foot on for like 2 years and was just depressed the entire
Oh
time.
yeah, yeah. I remember that Dark Side of the Ring episode. They were talking about his fake leg, and I thought that was really strange
Yeah,
that they still let him in the ring after that.
I find it interesting to look at Kerry Von Erich because if he didn't like get his foot messed up to the point where he needed to get cut off, he probably would have been a main event guy for like 5 years. And then the foot thing happened, and they slowly put him down the
Yeah,
card.
the foot fetish allegations.
Yeah, he was a little too excited. He was similar to Mr. Schneider over time.
He was
We
a
are
very
joking.
Schneider-esque person, one may say.
We are joking. Just in case that pissed somebody off,
Yeah,
we are
just in
joking.
case the WWE is watching, we lied.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about Benoit in the Downer episode for like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
So
dude.
it's perfectly fine, I think, to mention this.
Yeah, no, we can say whatever we want.
Outside
No.
of that, the NFL draft is coming up, and there is a gay little boy that might get drafted in the first pick, which
Are you
is
gonna
very
send those guys to
funny.
like Vietnam or something? The draft.
That's a good reference.
Yo, a Vietnam War draft reference.
Yo,
Whoa,
yo,
dude, that's
this pod's
avant-garde.
crazy.
That's a deep cut, bro.
I've
How'd
never
they
seen
figure
a
that one
pod
out?
like this before. How'd they get that to work out? Yeah, that's awesome. I just know the NFL draft, the top prospect is a guy that wears pink lip gloss, has a pink phone case, talks kind of like he's on the feminine side, and people are making fun of him for it.
Oh
Uh,
wait, is like the NFL like saying like, "Oh, get this guy. He's really good. We promise he's really good," or
yeah,
some
they're
shit like
they're
that.
like, this guy's awesome, this guy's awesome, he's so cool, but he's
Oh,
like
that's
dressing
such
fam
bullshit.
he's dressing feminine as hell.
Not
He's
not trying to be
talking in a
racist,
somewhat
but like
feminine way.
what race is this guy?
He is a black man, or at least
Dude,
a
that's what
mixed man.
fucking that's what Cat Williams, the comedian, he said this a few days ago, or not a few days ago. This was like a month ago, maybe, or some shit like that. But
Yeah,
he's like, man, they're trying to put motherfucking black men in dresses and trying to make black men gay. And that's exactly what he's talking about, I guarantee it, is that
yeah.
guy. Because that guy probably, he might not even be that good at football, but the deep state, they're like, hey, we have a black guy who kind of gay-esque.
Maybe gay,
Let's
kind of,
let's ma-
sort of, not really
let's make
gay.
him our number one guy. Perfect.
Yeah,
That'll see like
diversity. See, we're diversity.
yeah, we're not only hiring black people to be football players, we're hiring black effeminate guys to fucking be
Yeah,
football players. See, we're cool. We're the NFL.
yeah.
It's like I don't think anybody honestly gives a shit who's
I,
watching
I
football that
just
that guy
don't really.
presents himself like that.
I just don't really understand the appeal of the guy, anyways, because he kept losing games last year
Is
in
he? Yeah,
college.
that's what I want to know is if he's trash or not. Like, is he
He
trash?
lost like 3 games last year, and each time he jumped into the stands and cried into his mom's shoulder. And I was like, bruh, what are you doing?
Yeah, what the fuck?
What are you
How are you?
doing? You were being a big baby over losing, dude. Come
Dude,
on.
they use the word like gridiron and interception in
Yeah,
football, and that's
yeah.
what you're gonna be doing?
It's
Holy shit.
it's very interesting to see if either team in the top two, which would be the Bears at 1 and the Commanders
Hmm.
at 2, draft this guy and try to get all that emotion out of him so he's more stonewalled and prepared. Because when you're emotional, you make bad throws, you make bad
Hmm.
decisions. And the more you do that, the less you're going to start for your team.
Well, how's he gonna go to his mom in the stands? Because I've watched football before.
Yeah.
I've seen football. I've watched the games. Those walls leading up to the stands are pretty high. I don't think he would physically be able to jump up that and like have his mom comfort him that he missed a pass or something like that.
I just know when I was getting all pissy about this guy near the end of college football, I almost said basketball. That's a different topic. Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
but at the end of college football, I was just like, yeah, this guy is going in as the number one, but he has so many emotional qualms that make him not good, you know?
Yeah, what are they supposed to do? Like pause a televised NFL game whenever he's having a mental breakdown? Like you
Yeah,
can't do that shit.
yeah.
It's fucking stupid.
And he was like, well, whoever drafts me, I want an ownership stake of the team. Like, he's trying to be confident, but he's also like the most pussy person ever. And there's no in between. I don't get it
He's like
at all.
is he what do you call it? Like a freshman pick or whatever
He is
to the
like,
NFL?
he's like a junior, senior area last time I
Oh,
checked.
he's had so has he like played on an NFL team then?
Not yet, but I'm saying junior, senior as in the year he's out of college, because people are
Oh, okay.
definitely drafting him this year.
Yeah, I was just wondering whether or not he's actually played on a team
He
because
he's played college like pretty decent, but I've never seen anything spectacular out of the guy. And just the way he presents himself makes him look even worse, and I don't
yeah.
really understand the appeal of this person. Um,
Yeah,
but
I
hey,
mean,
you know, anything can happen. There could
yeah,
be a big trade.
maybe the NFL is just trying to get like woke people into football or some shit. Who
Well, you
knows?
know, they forced themselves into having Taylor Swift's boyfriend win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Well, like
So
hasn't
anything's possible.
I think we talked about this on a previous episode. Hasn't viewership for like NFL games like gone up
Yeah.
in the past couple years? Yeah, so if that's what they're trying to do with this fucking weirdo they're trying to throw on some poor coach's team.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh
when you're the one or two pick, usually that means your team is dog ass and you have to work your butt off to make it good again.
yeah.
And I don't think this guy is enough to sway the Bears or Commanders, which used to be the Redskins for people who didn't know. Um, like, it's between those two teams, and neither of them have an O line to defend the guy. And the Commanders don't have a running back, so he would have to throw every play on the Commanders, which is ridiculous, by the way.
Yeah. All I know is if any team is going to pick him up, it might as well be the fucking LA Rams or the San Francisco 49ers. Because that's
Honestly,
the only place anybody's going to like deal with whatever the fuck he's throwing down.
Honestly, if the 49ers pick him up, it would be interesting to see Purdy, Brock Purdy versus him for the starting
What if
job.
they threw him on the 49ers and he made Kelsey gay and Travis Kelsey was
Well,
just cheating on Taylor Swift with this
tra-
fucking
sure.
effeminate black guy?
Travis is on the Chiefs,
Oh wait,
and
yeah,
I
you're
don't
right. I always
think
confuse those two.
and I don't think the Chiefs would draft a quarterback like a first round pick quarterback if they have Mahomes.
Damn.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame. And there's so many decent quarterbacks this year, but I just don't see the appeal in Caleb Williams. And there's another guy named Drake May who everybody loves. But from what I've seen, he's like a less accurate Eli Manning somehow. And
Hmm.
that's so disappointing for what the intentions are to draft that high up on a quarterback. So there's that. Um, Basketball wise, I
Well,
don't have
can I
much.
we get into basketball? I want to state this conspiracy theory I just drummed up like literally right now.
Yeah.
So, what the deep state?
We're
I'm just
back
saying
into
that.
deep state talk. We
Yeah,
haven't
saying
done
that with
this
the
since World's Worst Super Bowl, dude. This has
just
been like
saying
11 weeks.
just saying something like that with utmost confidence is
The
just so
deep
funny to me.
state.
But no, the deep state, what they plan on doing, they plan on getting the NFL to put that guy on the next team that's going to the Super Bowl. Halfway through the
Mm.
season, that guy's going to say, I am a trans woman
Oh
now.
my.
This is how I identify. So
Huh.
they're going to use that, the deep state is, they're going to use that as a means to push, see, trans people can be in sports and it's equal.
Oh
But the
yeah.
guy's not going to do, he's like, they're not obviously not going to give him estrogen because then he'll be a detriment to the team. They're
Yeah.
not going to do, like, they'll let him grow his hair out, wear fucking makeup, and wear
They're
dresses.
they're
They're not going to
gonna
give him hormones.
they're gonna let him Dennis Rodmanify himself.
Yeah,
In a
yeah,
way.
basically. They're
Yeah.
going to do like
Okay.
the Dennis Rodman thing, but like times 10. And then his team's going to win the Super Bowl. And they're going to be like, see, trans people can play on whatever team they want.
Mm.
And completely neglecting, because people that have an argument for why, like, transgenders should be allowed on whatever team they want or something is like, oh, they're the same when they're not.
Yeah.
And, just having a guy just baseline identify himself as a woman and then not do any hormones. They're going to be like, see, this is fine. You should let fucking a 6'2" jacked power lifter of a man on the school girls volleyball team because he feels like he should be there. And
Yeah.
that's what they're gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. That's my 100% serious. You hear me? I'm 100% serious. I totally believe this.
100% serious when the
If you
label
don't
on
hear
this pod is
the
not so
vindication,
serious.
if you don't hear the vindication in my voice when I say that stuff, then you're an idiot. You're just an idiot, and you don't understand. I fully 100% believe this. No, but yeah, no,
Man.
that would be really funny if they did that.
In other basketball news, the playoffs are starting up next week.
Whoa! Ulterior. Just because we're talking about a black person, that isn't a good segue to get into basketball news. I mean, come on,
That's
dude.
not what
That's
I was
fucked.
going
That's
towards.
fucked.
That is not what I was going towards. I'm just on a sports kick, so I can get my mind off of this crappy start of a Taylor Swift album that I only listened to half of.
Yeah.
And by crappy, I do not mean to insult. It's just the way that she phrases
No,
things
it's fine. It's probably
are
shit
so
anyway. Who
basic
cares?
and just like non-essential. You know, it's just non-essential music.
Oh my god,
So-
dude, we're gonna get canceled by
I
the
know,
Swifties, dude.
We're gonna get canned. We're gonna be on r/podcast fails or something in the next like 2 weeks.
Bro, I'm looking out my window right now,
Oh,
and I
God.
see like three Taylor Swift
Is-
fans.
is-
like,
is
in my
that a-
front yard.
Is that a laser pointer, or is
Yeah,
that a
dude, there's
gun?
holy, yeah, dude, what the fuck, dude? There's a laser
You
in
should
my
get
room
down.
right now.
You should get down right now.
Yeah, I gotta get on the
Oh,
floor.
shit.
I gotta. Dude, they heard the hate. They could smell it. They could smell me through the window.
I wish we had a
Shit.
glass smashing sound effect so I could be like, they threw an axe in your room. Holy shit.
Yo, they got a crossbow! Holy shit! Dude, they got the fucking Taylor Swift crossbow. They're shooting at me.
Ting! I hate my former boyfriend. Ding!
Dude, they got like 9 fucking swords out there, and they're all wielding them. There's
Dude,
9 of them now.
dude, I just saw one pull out of an M18. They're ready for war, dude. This is insane.
Holy shit!
Holy
Holy
crap.
wait, shit! I can't speak in my speaking voice. Holy shit! Yours have guns. They have
Oh,
guns. Mine
oh
only
God.
have swords.
I didn't even notice they were out my window until I saw the sniper glare from Fortnite.com all over there.
I'm not even worried about that Iran gooning thing from the beginning of the show. I'm more worried about this Taylor Swift thing we got ourselves into.
I can't
This is
believe
bad.
this. This is the worst thing that's ever happened to the pod.
Dude, this is really bad.
We might get kidnapped. Next episode might be labeled "We got kidnapped?" by the
Yeah,
Swifties.
Forced to do the pod from Guantanamo Bay. Northwest Trenches, Guantanamo Bay edition.
Welcome back to Northwest Trenches.
Yeah, welcome back to
Today's
Northwest
pod.
Trenches, the #1 Swifty podcast. We love Taylor Swift.
There's
She's
a
our
thick
pal.
bead of sweat coming down your forehead.
Yeah.
Just absolute terror.
Yeah. Oh, Shane just got pulled off mic. He's definitely not getting beat up for sweating on the fucking microphone.
You hear
That's not what's happening.
you hear like a watermelon squishing in the
You just
background.
hear like, just like hear him beating on my head.
But for all ye Swifties, it's just not an album that appeals to me. That's all it is.
Yeah, I would
Please
sooner
don't
die than
destroy the
listen to that
pod.
record.
We just do not agree upon her statements here. Uh,
Yeah, no, Taylor Swift is racist, allegedly.
now we're getting canceled on that. Holy shit.
Nobody
Oh
that's a
no.
Swifties listening to this shit. I'm not.
There is like a 0.01% chance that we know somebody who's a Swiftie that we
I
share
mean, I
this
like some of
around
her
to.
music, but like, I don't know.
I
She's Taylor Swift kind of. She's hot, but like, I don't know. She's just okay, I guess. I'm not. It's hating Taylor Swift or liking her. Neither of them are a hill I'm willing to die
yeah,
on.
it's. I hate to make a comparison that might not make sense, right? But it's kind of similar to like the political spectrum in a way, where you
You know,
could
Taylor's. Yeah, you're
you
right.
could
Taylor Swift
like
is
it
like a
or not
perfect.
like it or never see it or see all of it. Like that's your
Yeah, no.
spectrum there.
Taylor Swift is basically like just encompassing American politics right now. It's really crazy.
Yeah, she should have been the halftime show at the Super Bowl. I can't believe
Yeah,
they underbooked with Usher. What the hell?
yeah, Ursher.
Yeah, Usher and Alicia Keys and Lady Five, I forgot the name of, and Little John and somebody else I forgot. There's a lot of names there.
Lil Jon. Bro.
Yeah, dude, he went
That's
yeah,
fucked.
yeah, yeah in the background. It was awesome. It was like Usher's grand opus or magnum opus uh,
Wait,
for like 20 minutes.
they paid Little John a shit ton of money to do call outs during
Yeah,
the
all he
Usher
did was
set.
yeah, yeah, yeah on
That's
that
so
song. That
fucked.
was it. He
That is
got
so
paid like
fucked.
probably like 20 grand to go out there and scream yeah into a microphone.
Yeah, Lil John, fucking chill, dude. Like, I want his job, honestly. If I could do the same fucking thing he does.
I
No doubt
was
about it.
so there is a thing with the Taylor Swift thing. Apparently, she calls out Kanye and Kim Kardashian, and she goes, "Fuck your ex-husband and fuck you, Kim K. I fucking hate you." I don't know why she's
Did she
British.
actually say
I
that?
made her British, but
Is she actually a Kanye? Is she a Kanye? I guess a Kanye hater. I think if you like Kanye, you should be considered a Kanye truther.
I just think it's weird that she's calling out Kanye like 15 years after the Beyonce thing. Like,
Oh
that
yeah,
is such a
yeah.
deep grudge against somebody, and I don't understand how you hold on to it that long.
Well, to get conspiratorial, it probably has. If you're looking at it from a right wing psycho conspiracy lens, like I tend to do, despite me not being like right wing or anything,
Yeah.
it's just a more interesting way to take in the world around you, I think. But she was probably the deep state that has been a staple of this show.
God, the
We're actually
fucking
being
deep state.
paid. We're being paid by these people, but they don't listen to the show, so I can say whatever I want about them. No, the deep state probably was like, "Yo, Taylor Swift, don't talk shit on Kanye." But then Kanye got anti-Semitic,
Yeah, he did get a
which
little
the deep
crazy,
state
a little too
does not
crazy.
like. So now they're like, Taylor Swift, you can say whatever you want about Kanye West. We don't give a fat retarded fuck. That's what I'm guessing happened. That's
I
probably what did happen.
I think Kanye is gonna delay Vultures 2 and add like 3 Taylor related raps in there and then release it.
Taylor Swift, you a bitch. Suck my dick. That's probably what the fucking Taylor Swift diss track's gonna sound like.
I don't know, Drake got called out recently and he still hasn't made anything.
By T Swift.
He got called out by Kendrick Lamar and he has not
Kendrick
replied.
Kendrick's like, boy, you a pussy. You was on Degrassi, you bitch. I
You
can't
look
say the
like
N word, so
you look like a blanking Nazi or something.
yeah. Listen here, bitch. Boop. You're gonna boo, 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 boo.
Oh man,
And
Kendrick is going nuts on
Drake
this
was like,
track.
man, that's crazy. He said that. I don't even know what I'm gonna do right now, man.
I I just know Kendrick was like, me and Drake and the J. Cole guy are grouped up as the big three, but it's actually just me and I don't like the other two. And then
Which is
J.
funny.
Cole was like, "You're a bitch," and then 2 days later he was like, "Never mind," and now they're friends, which I thought
Wow,
was
dude.
funny.
That's
Um,
crazy. On like lower echelons of hip hop music, a beef like that would end in gunfire. Like,
it was
but they all
literally
make
like 2 days long of a beef. He replied, "You a bitch," and then the next like 2 days, "Never mind." It's like the
that's
worst case
fucking wild.
scenario of a beef.
Have you ever seen the movie American History X?
I've heard of it. If I did
Um,
see it, it's been a long time.
do you like know what it's about?
It's about a skinhead guy, right?
Yeah, because I was thinking about this movie at work the other day and just how like it's kind of a fucking stupid movie. Like
Jesus.
people love American History X. I watched it a couple years ago. I thought it was pretty good, but I was just thinking about it because the premise of the movie is like there's a skinhead, he's in this skinhead gang.
Hmm.
They're like beefing with other gangs, and the main character has like a little brother that looks up to him, and he's a member of the skinhead gang. He wants to be just like his older brother.
Yeah.
Um, but the like by the end of the movie, because it's like the themes of the movie is like racism and how it like can hurt you and hurt the people around you, and just basically like don't be prejudiced towards other races. Like it's like the moral of the movie is actually like really good. It's a positive moral. It's beneficial, despite the fact the movie's kind of fucked up to watch throughout like the entire runtime.
Yeah.
What I think is crazy how they get to that moral is because the main character, he goes to prison, he goes to the Aryan Brotherhood, and he finds out they're not fucking racist enough.
Huh.
Like he sees
That's
he
something.
sees one of the AB guys, one of the Aryan Brotherhood guys, like doing business with a black dude, and he comes to the gang and he's like, "Yo, what the fuck? We're supposed to be racist here. Why are we dealing with black people?" And they're all like, "No, this is how it is in prison." And the main character is like, "Fuck you guys. You guys aren't racist enough." And then he
You
gets
guys.
raped,
Oh
like gang
God.
raped in prison. It's like a
Oh.
really hard scene to
Oh
watch.
Jesus.
But after he's raped, there's a like a black guy
Yeah.
that he meets while he's doing like laundry detail, like some kind of work detail, and like the black guy is like looking out for him. But I just thought it was insane that it's because a Nazi prison gang was not Nazi enough for this fucking dude is just insane to me. I thought it was funny as fuck. And also for a
Hmm.
movie that's pushing back against racism, the catalyst event for why this guy even goes to prison to begin with is because black people are stealing his car.
Oh.
Like I don't know, I was thinking about that and I was like, if you're trying to make like an anti-racism movie,
Yeah.
why would you have black people doing something stereotypically racist as the fucking catalyst event of the movie? Like
Yeah.
it's like the whole movie is just fucked. And then at the end he gets out of prison. He's telling his brother, he's like, "Yeah, don't do Nazi shit anymore or else you'll get raped, I guess, in prison."
Yeah.
And his brother just fucking dies at the end. And
Hmm.
that's the end of the movie. Like it is a fucking dumb fucking movie. It is one of the like I don't know. There's a couple funny moments in it, I guess, but like I was just thinking about how fucking stupid that movie is.
A movie that makes a decent comparison would be "Do the Right Thing" by Spike Lee. It's
What's that
his.
about?
It's about this guy just trying to live through a bunch of complicated relationships, and he knows a lot of people in his neighborhood, But one
I'd
day,
assume it's like a black movie since it's Spike Lee
yeah, yeah.
directing it. Okay.
One of the wow, that's one way to describe it.
Well, that's what they call them on fucking Netflix. I don't know. I'm not a bad person for saying that.
I guess not, but they go to a local pizzeria, I believe, or something close to that, all the time. And by the end of the movie, the pizzeria is uh, broken into, and
Hmm.
at the same time, one of the side characters gets shot by a police officer, and then the pizzeria, I believe, gets in flames, and it's very depressing because the guy
Do they
that
blame all that shit on like the guy that got shot or something, or
yeah
the
they
main
they
character?
blamed it on the guy that got
Yeah.
shot, and it was he got handcuffed ahead of time, and then they shot him, and
I think that
it's
might have been
crazy.
based off a true story. I feel like I've heard something like that.
Yeah, it was a very good movie, and I thought it was an interesting situation, and that's why I compared it there. In
Yeah,
other
no, that makes
news, you
sense to me.
saw Civil War recently.
Yeah, I did. Shane's movie review.
Oh shit!
Movie reviews ever on fucking whatever platform.
We
Um,
we we have a new segment.
yeah, so I went and I saw the fucking Civil War movie after we were done doing the pod last week.
Yeah,
And I don't know, it's one of the movies of all time. I mean, it's not a bad movie by any metric. It's actually pretty good. It's
yeah,
just it wasn't as advertised, I guess. I don't know if you watched the trailer at all,
yeah.
but
That's my take was that it was a very poorly put together movie, and they
yeah.
just kind of chucked it out there.
Yeah, well they built it up as this like badass fucking action movie. There's gonna be like dudes like with plate carriers and fucking AR-15 shooting at the US military and
Mm.
somebody like me who would never do anything to the US military. I was
Yeah,
like, sign me up. I want to see this fucking
that's
movie.
never a thing either of us would ever do.
But no, I didn't expect it to be like what it was, I guess. I expected like more just more like action and shit like that. But the action that was there was actually pretty cool. Um like some of the like gunfights and shit in the movie were pretty badass. The one scene with Todd from Breaking Bad, I thought that was a pretty cool scene.
I thought it was
Um
funny when you were talking about it a little in the other server.
mhm.
You called him Todd Breaking Bad. You
Yeah,
forgot
Todd
from
Breaking
completely.
Yeah, Todd Breaking Bad. I thought he did a good job. I'm about to buy those sunglasses that he was wearing in the movie because I was like, damn, I'd look hella good in those.
Mm.
But no, they had trying to think, it had Pablo Escobar in it. It had Mary Jane from the like the original Spider-Man movies, one with Tobey Maguire. So it
Yeah,
had Mary Jane in it. She was blonde and also a battlefield photographer. I thought some of the like like some of the world building they did in there was cool. However, I do wish there was more. Like if they made like Civil War 2, the Civil Warning or whatever the fuck, I would definitely go watch it.
okay.
Like I would like I don't know. I wish they explained more of what led up to like the dissolution of the country.
Hmm.
That was something I really wanted to hear more about. But
Would it be interesting if it was like the purge and it was like a mandated situation where
I don't know about that. But I mean, if they made at least I don't know, if they just made another one explaining what the fuck happened in like Civil War, that would be enough for me. That would be
yeah,
fine by me. I wouldn't be pissed. Also, there was this is just like me being a gun nut, but all the guns were just like AR-15s, which can be cool, but I was like, man, motherfucker, like There would be dudes running around with literally any gun you could think of in America. Like there'd be guys with like surplus like M1 Garands and
Yeah,
like people would be like carrying like World War II guns around. They'd be carrying like Cold War era shit, modern shit. Like there would absolutely be like a mix of weaponry being carried by like civilians and by militia forces and stuff. But we didn't see a whole lot of that in the movie, which kind of you know I was like, it kind of sucks, but
yeah.
I mean, all things considered, like it was an all right movie. It was, like I said, one of the movies of all time. I really can't
It's such a
give it
great
like high
descriptor.
praises or low.
It's kind of like if I talked about Thor 4, I'd be like, yes, my favorite movie blank. my favorite
Yeah,
my favorite movie blank.
I
Um,
think I probably would have liked the movie more by myself in the theater
yeah.
because then I could be like, "Yo, what the fuck? Like, yeah, what the fuck are they doing with the M1 Abrams tank, bro? What the hell are they doing with that?" And I could just say that out loud to myself, but I
Yeah.
couldn't do that in the theater because there was like fucking like six other people in there, and I was the only person there by myself too, which is kind of fucked. Uh,
Recently, I guess I'll have my own little movie corner in the background here.
yeah,
Recently, I saw Ghostbusters, the future sequel movie.
the girl version.
Yeah, the one. No,
You
not
saw
that.
Ghostbusters girl version.
Not that one. I saw the one where Harold Ramis is a CGI ghost at the end of its sequel.
I
Um,
don't think I've seen
it's
that one.
it's called Frozen Empire, the one that just came out, and
Oh, this is like a new
yeah,
movie. Okay.
it's like in the middle. It's not the best thing I've seen Ghostbusters wise, but it's also not the worst thing I've ever seen.
Was the epic rap battles of history Ghostbusters versus Mythbusters like was that better than that movie, would you
Yes,
say?
yes, 110% yes. Um, in my order, it is Ghostbusters 2, Ghostbusters, this new rendition's first installment. Then it's this new version, Frozen Empire, and then the bottom is the ladies one because it was just ladies improving in a
Did you
not
actually
so
watch that
serious
one?
manner. I have seen 2016's Ghostbusters before, and it's not well
I
put together at all.
Yeah, I fucking never bothered watching that movie. I mean, that was during like I mean, obviously there's still like a bunch of politics plaguing entertainment, but that was I think when it was a lot worse. So I was
Yeah,
like I was seeing all like the politicized bullshit around it. Like the only reason people seemingly went to see it is because it was fucking Ghostbusters girl version.
yeah.
And I was like, dude, girl stuff, like that's gay. I can't go fucking watch girl stuff. Why
Well,
would I do that?
the worst thing about Ghostbusters 2016 is Melissa McCarthy. She, I think, either fights a baseball player ghost or uses her plasma pack whatever as a baseball bat, and then she says slap shot, which is a hockey term. It's the
You're
worst
fucking
piece
kidding
of
me.
dialogue I've ever heard in a movie, and it peeves me because I can remember it without any like extra knowledge about the movie.
It doesn't take any effort to remember it.
Yeah, like it's the worst case scenario for a film to have one sport be shown but say a different sport. It'd be like if that Adam Sandler basketball movie where he's the basketball coach and he's like, "Oh, you guys need to do your best." It'd be like if in that he was like, "Oh yeah, and you throw to the quarterback. Yeah, you throw to the quarterback." It's not the right sport. What are
Yeah.
you doing?
That's crazy. I wonder if they wrote that in Slapshot.
I think it's in the trailer too. I'm like, how do you not catch that the CG is wrong for the ghost, and you're still saying Slapshot?
Yeah, like I don't. I mean, maybe they did it as a joke. I don't know. Like I said, I've never seen the movie. I don't plan on seeing it. But like maybe they meant it as a joke. But even then, like if there's no build up to it, like maybe this bitch is good at fucking hockey and she just beat up the baseball ghost. She said slap shot. Oh wow,
I don't fucking know. It's been
that's
so
pretty
long.
funny.
It's been so long since I watched Ghostbusters 2016. It's been like
Yeah.
3 or 4 years, maybe
That
even
movie
5.
that movie is probably better off forgotten.
It's
Yeah.
funny because in film they have a award show called the Golden Raspberries for any movie that's just garbage, pretty much.
That's fucked.
And somehow, Ghostbusters 2016 did not win Worst Film of the Year that year.
What
And
did?
I don't remember, but I know they did not win. And that's even funnier in a way. Oh, yeah, you suck so much you can't even win the award for suckiest. Like, that's awesome.
I'm trying to look up who the winner of the Raspberries Award is.
Uh, I can try to find it real quick.
I'm trying to find it right now, actually. Uh,
Raspberry.
what 50 Shades of Grey apparently has the worst one, but that was oh no shit, yeah, 50 Shades of Grey movie. Did that come out in 2016? Holy shit.
Has it been that long?
That's what I'm saying. I thought it
Holy
came out
moly.
before 2016, if I'm being honest. 50 Shades of Grey, they fucking won.
And for Fan Four Stick, Fan Four Stick won too. That's awesome. I didn't know
Kaylee
Fan
Kuko,
Four Stick won.
Penny from Big Bang Theory won Worst Supporting Actress.
I actually can't find it.
Stallone had one too. Stallone had a Redeemer Award. What's the Redeemer
I
Award?
think that means like you're doing better than you used to.
Or you did good with a shit movie or something?
Yeah, something like that. Like you're doing better than previous encounters. Yeah, the
I was
raspberries
surprised.
have been a word show for a while.
Yeah, well, I when I was reading the 50 grades, 50 grade, yeah, 50 grades of Shay. Yep, yep, that's what we're
Shay
calling it.
Carl?
50 grades of Shay.
Shay Carl?
So
Shay Tarts?
yeah, when I was reading about that, it explicitly mentioned in like the little article thing on the side of the screen, the 36th Golden Raspberry Award. So that's 36 years of somebody getting paid to rank people who are involved in shitty movies, I guess.
Yeah, it's in a renowned show, honestly. To just
Yeah,
be the worst person ever at something, I guess.
50 grades of Shay actually they received the most because I didn't read the article. I just read what was highlighted because I don't really care. But they received the most awards, which made them, I guess, the winner of the Golden Raspberry Awards.
Hmm.
And they won Worst Picture, Worst Actor, Worst Actress, Worst Screen Combo, and Worst Screenplay, which is crazy because it's a fucking movie about two people having sex with each other.
Yeah,
How the
and
like
then
are
Fan
these just two of the
Stick.
most
Oh my
are these
gosh.
just two of the most cardboard people they got? Like they obviously had actors tryouts for this fucking movie and they just saw the shittiest ones that had no emotion. They're like, this is who we need.
Just an
No,
FYI. Additionally, for worst director, it was the Fan Four Stick director. And somehow he directed something worse than Human Centipede 3.
holy shit.
How is that possible? How do you fuck up that bad? That's insane to me.
Dog, now I'm just on a fucking rabbit hole of Raspberry Awards.
Yeah, we might have to make a whole extra episode sometime next week.
You probably could.
Honestly, it could take up all of next week's time. I think that'd be funny.
Yeah, we could do a whole fucking pod on the fucking Golden Raspberry Awards.
And we can have webcams on and shit too, maybe. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we can do some Do some crazy reaction, dude. Actually, with a face cam, we could do some like fucking
We can do some Wojaks in the corner.
Yeah, we could do some Quebble Cop
Yo,
reactions to
that's
30 to
awesome.
the Raspberry Awards, dude.
All right. Well, this was yet another week of Northwest Trenches. My name is Ronnie Guy, and this is Shane. See you
What's
guys
up?
next time.
Have a good one, fellas.
In the material